Sound check, sound check, sound check.
Shalom, Israel. With Isupk, start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commandant General Yohana, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We are the Isupk, and we're here conducting our Sabbath services here in Greenville, South Carolina. And we invite you to join us. We got people up in the chat, you know. We invite you to join us today, and we're going to have a good time here understanding the scriptures. Okay? Call up the first Kazamar.
Kazamar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Kazamar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Bashem Yashah Brakatam.
Yahweh Bashem Yashah Brakatam.
Blow the horn sharp because it scrolls up. We're going to Sarlahaquium, that means turn and face the east.
This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakoka, Daba'ah, Matazayaka, Hayah, Asha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Nathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawati now, Kasalak now, Kabawati now, Wala'ah, Daba'aya now, Banasaya one, Abal, Hayashaya now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, what's like it? Waha Allah, Wat the Parah, La Awalamia,
Aman. What he said in Hebrew, we say in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Will be done.
That will be done.
On earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
into temptation.
Deliver us,
from
evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
The power.
And
the glory. Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Hakak the power. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Babakashah, Natalanawa, Hakak, Larba'ah, Kamakala, Wakamadawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha, Matazari, Hakak, Lahakwim, Hamadyam, Hakak, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Magarshim, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, the water, Aman.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
All cleanse the leper.
Cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
Cast them
spirits.
out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Wayasher Allah. Babayah. Saparia. Barak. Raba'ah. Magun. Hagun. All of Israel.
All of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commander Junior Hanna.
Commander Junior Hanna.
All of the generals.
All of the generals.
All of the captains.
All the captains.
All of the officers.
All the officers.
All of the troopers.
All of the troopers.
All of the young men.
All the young men.
All of our women.
All of the women.
All of our children.
All the children.
In the ISUPK.
In the ISUPK.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commander General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana.
General Muhammad.
General Muhammad.
All the generals.
All the generals.
All the captains.
All the captains.
All the officers.
All the officers.
All of the troopers.
All the troopers.
All of the young men.
All the young men.
All of the young women.
All the young women.
All of the children.
All the children.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
ISUPK.
ISUPK.
Commander Junior Hanna.
Commander Junior Hanna.
Generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
The sisters.
The sisters.
And the young men.
And the young men.
And all of Israel.
And all of Israel.
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 All of Israel. Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Come on.
Come on.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect our loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Haharia, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Asha, Shemaya, Wa'aratazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Malgalka, Al, Yana, Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayasan, Shawamor, Yasra'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazolka, Ali'ain, Yamyanka, Yam Salaki, Yawama, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wabawatka, Ma'ata, Ma'ai, our lung.
What he said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up mine eyes
to the hills.
To the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help come from Yahweh.
Who made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and
earth. He will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold.
he that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is the shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee
nor
by day.
the moon by night.
Nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The Lord
soul.
shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy
and
going
thy
out
coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time
And
forth.
even from evermore.
Even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim, Adamayah, Laka, Al, Takarash, Wa'al, Tasakwat, Al, Kaya, Hana, Awaya, Balyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al, Amaka, Ya'arimwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'atazawa, Al, Tazapanrika, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakida, Salaki, Maga, Waya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shon, Yasher Allah, Awada, Kaya, Nawa, Atazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Bariath, Yakara, Towa, Salaki. Ahalia, Adawam, Wa, Yashama, Al, Yam, Mawa Abba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'am, Salaki, Wa'ai, Mawan, Amma, Hayawa, Zarawa, Labani Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Badakal, Koyash, One, Nashatmo, Ba'at, Salaki, Ba'ain, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'ah, Dama, Shaya, Damwa, Nada, Ya, Mawa, Kara, Wakaza, Abba, Wakaza, Bak, Waka, Tazal, Mana'ai, Kal, Nasayamuka, Ashar, Amawa, Narash, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sayatamwa, Kagali, Kokosh, Lapanya, Ra'ak, Ka'ash, Daba'ariya Ira, Wakal, Abba, Talahat, Haria, Khan, Tharadakma, Basarika, Wabasa, Wabatak, Tabalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kolawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Adiai, Waya, Kaporwa, Waya, Abadawa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Aliwan, Akaharataza.
What he said in Hebrew, we say in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumble.
They that hate thee.
They that hate
have
thee.
lifted up their heads.
Have lifted up thy heads.
Taking crafty counsel.
They're taking crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy
And
people.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy
They
hidden
have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come, let us cut them off.
Let us cut them
From
off.
being a nation.
From being a nation.
The name of Israel.
The name of
will
Israel
be no more in remembrance.
will be no more in
For they
remembrance.
have consulted together.
But they have consulted
with
together
one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of
The
Edom.
Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
The
Hagarid.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ammon.
Ammon.
Amalek. The Philistines.
The Philistines.
And the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Is also joined with
They
them.
have opened the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Syria.
As to Syria.
As to Jabin.
As to Bin.
And the brook of Kassan.
The brook of Kassan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung of the
Make
earth.
their nobles like a rib.
Make their nobles like a
And
rib.
like Ze'el.
And like Ze'el.
And all the princes of Zabah.
All the princes of the
And
Ba.
Azamuna.
And Azamuna.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in
Oh my
possession.
Yahweh.
Oh my Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stumble before the wind.
As it stumble before the
As the
wind.
fire that burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth the
As the flame
wood.
that set the mountains on
The
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid
And
with
make
thy
them
storm.
afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek
Oh
thy name.
Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled
And
forever.
troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to
and
shame.
Perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone
Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sir.
Let's go, Scott. Blow the horn sharp.
La Yashala.
Oh Yahweh.
Sharp.
Okay, you good, you good. I didn't realize what y'all was doing. You good. All right, what chapter we in?
Verse
18 of Exodus, sir.
All right, let's get it.
18. Go to 18 and 11 of Exodus. Give me 7 verses. Baba Kashar. You good for me? Kazawar.
This is Exodus 18, verse 11.
See where we at here. You got it? Okay.
I thought, Yada, Ataya, Kaya, Gada, Gadawal, Yahweh, Makal, Ha'a, Lahayam, Kaya, Bada, Dabar, Ashar, Zadawa, Ila, Yaham, verse 12, Waya, Kwaka, Yata, Rawa, Katan, Masha, Allah, Waza, Baka, Yom, La'a, Laha Yom, Waya, Wayaba, Aha, Aharon, Wakal, Zakwa, Naya, Yasha'al.
Hey, read that again. Yashara'al.
Yashara'al. La'akal. Lakal. Aim. Katan. Masha. Lapanaya. Ha'a. Lahayam. Verse 13. Waya. Haya. Mama. Karath. Waya. Waya Shab. Masha. Lashapat. Af. Ha'ai. Waya. Ahmad. Ha'aim. Al. Masha. Man. Haba. Kwa. Ai. Ha'ai. Ha'arab. Verse 14. Waya. Ra'ab. Kathan. Masha. Af. Ko. Ashar. Hawa'a. Asha. La'aim. Waya. Waya Amar. Ma.
You normally say ma'ah, like what?
Okay. Ma'a. Hadabar. Hazaha. Ashar. Atha. Asha. La'ain. Mada wa'ai. Atha. Yawa. Yawasha. Yashawad. Lashawab. Laba. Labadan. Wakal. Ha'aim. Natazawab. Ayla. Ayla Yak. Man. Bakwa. I rod. Verse 15. Wa ya wa ma wa I. Verse 15. Wa ya amar masha laka thanawa kaya yaba alaya ha'aim lada rush. It's like Allah Allahayim. Verse 16. Kaya Yaha Laha the bar Ba'a Alaya Washa Ashapat Thaya Bayan Ayash Wabayan Ra'ai Hawa Waha Wada Shataya Aitaya Salaya Ath Kakwa Kokowaya Ha'a Laha Yum La'ath Thawa Ratha Yawa. Verse 17.
Last one, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 17. Waya Amar Katan Masha Alayewa La'a Pawab Hadabar Ashar Atha Aisha.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay, clap it up.
Most time prayer.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get into the, we're in Exodus chapter 18, right?
18 and 11.
So you
sir.
started at 11, so we're going to go ahead and go through that in the English. Make sure y'all paying your tithes. Make sure also you are watching the Sabbath services. You understand it is required to be at Sabbath services. Sabbath services is a high holy day. Also, make sure you are attending all the classes so that you can get credit. And if you desire to become a member of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? No excuses. Let's get it.
Verse.
Exodus 18 and 11. Now I know all gods,
Mm-hmm.
for in the thing that wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them.
Who's speaking right here? This is who? Jethro?
Common
Right, this is Jethro speaking to Moses. Why? Because Moses just got done doing what? Going through all hell with them Egyptians, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord delivered him out of Egypt. Right? Listen, so he's telling him what again? Read it again.
Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods.
Man, the Lord stay having to prove that he better than all of these damn idols and these kings who think they up on. You know, it's ridiculous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is Jethro having to acknowledge that the Lord God, the Most High, Yahweh, you understand in the Hebrew, that he, you know what I'm saying, that he is the greatest of all.
That's right.
You understand? Read on.
For in the thing wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them.
Exactly, man. He was above them. Right? Read on.
Verse 12. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for Yahweh.
All right, read on.
And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before Yahweh.
Right, everybody came and they cooked up some food and they had something in the name of the Most High, man. Keep reading. Real simple to explain.
Verse 13. And it came to pass on tomorrow that Moses sat to judge the people. And the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening.
So now imagine, all of these people coming to Moses for what? What are they coming to him for? From the morning to evening, what was Moses doing? Go ahead, raise your hand.
To judge the people for their sins, I guess, for what they he came to set to judge the people.
He came to set to judge the people. Okay. Let me put it like this. So, okay, like say for instance, Okay, you know some feast days, whatever, you, or like at the Passover, right? The generals there might set up at, you know, in the area of the hotel room or somewhere at the Passover, and you can come and have, you know, whatever issues you have. Go ahead. You know, you
Counsel.
understand?
The
Basically, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Moses is sitting there, and everybody's coming to him with his problems, and Moses is dealing with it. Anybody that's coming here that's offended by something that somebody else did, well, Moses, he fixes that situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing.
Okay.
You understand? He was judging the situation. Anybody had issues, any problems, they brought it to him. He dealt with it. He did that from the morning to the evening. You understand? Go ahead.
To judge the people. And the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening. Verse 14. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he and when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, "What is this thing that thou doest to the people?"
Right? He saw what he was doing. He wanted to know what he was doing. Go ahead.
Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning until even?
You want to know, well, why do you sit alone, and why is these people standing with you or with you from morning to evening? Keep reading.
Verse 15. And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God.
That's what you should be doing, man. If you're desiring to know who God really is, you're not going to find it in the Christian church, man.
No.
You got to come to a man of the Lord, and you got to inquire on God that way, God's will. Moses knew what God's will was, because Moses was given the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? So he knew what the Lord desired of him. You understand? So that's what he was telling Jethro. He was telling Jethro, he was like, listen, they're coming to seek God's will. They want to know what God thinks about what I should do. You know what I'm saying? When I'm offended with this brother over here or this sister over here, what should I do in this situation right here? You know what I'm saying? What should I do to keep me from wanting to go break this other brother's jaw because he said something out of the way to me or whatever? You know what I'm saying? They came to inquire on what God's will was, to learn the law, statutes, and commandments, and know how to operate in their daily day life. You had some? Oh, you was about to say something?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir.
Go ahead.
After the mark.
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
And this is just so heavy, you understand, because like, you know, this is like on another level, you understand, when it comes to
You step out there and deal with that. Go ahead. You got it. This way.
I'm sorry?
All right. Back to what you said. I'm Salaki.
Oh yeah, Shalaya, this is just so heavy. You understand, on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Because like when when you think about like the level of brotherhood that is being displayed right here, is just to the point where it just makes you almost think like, dang, like like, man, this is this is true brotherhood, and of course, you know what I'm saying, like when I think about it, you know what I'm saying, like fast forward to to today, in Isupk we do the same thing. You know what I'm saying, like when the high holy days come, you know what I'm saying, like when John Muhammad come down from classes, like he offer those counsels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and like anything that happens, you understand, like in that counsel, it pretty much just stays in that counsel, or whether it's brother going to he alone, like, and it's just so spiritual of how these scriptures is aligning with the Isupk.
Exactly. Give them a hand. This is a direct. Everything that you see us do is what our ancient forefathers did, man.
That's right.
We're in the spirit of what our forefathers did. When you go to verse 16, it's going to explain what he just said. Read 16 real quick.
Verse 16. When they have a matter.
When they have a matter meaning an issue, right? Read on.
They come unto me.
They come to him because he was the leader of the people. Just like General Yohana is a leader in the school. General Muhammad, all of these men who are counselors above us, they are leaders of our nation. We go to them for these to deal with these matters, right? Read on.
They come unto me, and and I judge between one and another.
And I judge between one and the other. I'm about to settle your differences. You know, so that's what Moses was doing. But based on what? Read on.
And I do make them know the statutes of the Most High.
And he does it based on the Most High's laws and statutes and commandments, man. That's how the situation is judged. And that's how it's judged righteously. Because Moses judged the situation as the way he was supposed to. And that's what he was telling Jethro, his father-in-law. He was letting them know that that's what I'm doing. Go ahead, Op.
This,
So like, you go first, and I'm gonna let you go because he had his hand up first.
no. I was just gonna read. I didn't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, you know, like, this is the ISUPK in the Bible, but, you know, like, when you look at the Christian church, it's like, man, like, how is the Christian church just playing with exactly what's happening right now in the Bible? You understand? It's non-existent. You understand?
Yeah,
Because
right.
of course, you understand, I mean, you know, like, if you haven't been in an actual physical Christian church, you heard stories upon stories of how evil and disgusting the Christian church is, and how they deal with one another, and you know how the pastors sleep with X, Y, and Z, the bishops, you know, everybody in the pulpit, everybody in the congregation, and of course when it comes to as far as, you know, counseling, or, you know, like what we're reading right now, they just look at that, oh, you know, God knows my heart. You understand? You know, oh well, you know, what's the other word? Woman, art thou loose? You understand? And it's just so like, man. I mean, you know, I can go on and on, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, just let us continue, sir.
Yeah, go ahead,
So just to piggyback on what Officer Mardaki is saying, like, they got videos of a priest, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to give counsel to the people. He in the back sniffing cocaine.
I seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Matters go undealt with in the Christian church, man.
Damn.
That's the reason why molestation and homosexuality and raping and murder, that's why those things happen. Because the people are not getting what they need.
Right.
They're not getting the help that they need because Christian churches they're incapable of offering that help. You can't be a hypocrite and be trying to help people, man.
Right.
You can't be smoking weed and molesting children and being a homosexual behind closed doors and think you're going to be able to help a congregation of people who needs matters dealt with.
Right.
Those matters go undealt with. That's why the Christian church, to me, is just like going to a club or something, man. It's like, it's a social club, man. Because matters don't get dealt with in there. Everybody goes in filthy and comes out filthier, in my opinion. You understand? So that's that. Anybody else? Was it? Keep reading? Or is that what we done?
Got one more. Guys.
Okay, go ahead.
And verse 17. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
He said, the thing that thou doest is not good. All right, we're going to read on and find out what in the world Jethro talking about. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead back to the Hebrew.
You want to keep same person?
Huh?
It's okay. Read. Keep same person.
Yeah. Oh, Salaki, my bad. Amadium. Yeah, I'm tripping. Ashok, come on up. Oh, yes, Salaki.
Ashaya Allah ban Yahweh ban Yashala.
Ashaya Yahweh, Yahweh,
Yahweh Shemi Al Shabrakto.
Yahweh, Shabbat. Yeshabia.
Pick it up on verse 18 in the Hebrew. Exodus 18 and 18.
Okay. Exodus 18 and 18. Nabala. Tabala. Gum. Ataha. Gum. Ha'ai. Hazaha. Ashar. Amara. Amak.
That's it.
I'm
mock.
Come. Amak. Kaya. Kaba. Kabada. Mama. Bamak. Hadabar. La'a. Tawaka. La. Ashaha. Wa. Labadak. Altaha, Shamai. Bakwa la ya. Aya ai zak. Wayaha ya. Alahayum. Amak. Hayaha. Ataha. La'ain. Mawala. Ha'ala hayam. Wahaba. Wahabath. Athaha. Habada. Rayum. Allah. Laha yum. Wahaza haratha. Ataham. Haka kwayum. Wa'ath. Hatawa rath. Wa da'ai laham. Ath. Hada rock. Yalaka wa bath. Wa'a Hama'ai Sha'a. Ashor Ya'a Shawa Na Wa'a Thaha Thakazaha Makala Ha'ain Anashaya Kayala Yara'a Ya Alahayim Anashaya Amath Shana Amath Shana'a Ya Batazai Washamath Alahayim Sharaya Alapa Yum Sharaya Ma'awath Sharaya Kamasha Yum Washaraya Al Sharath Washapa Tawa Ath Ha'aim Bakala Ath Ath Waha Yaha Kal Hadabar Hagabala Yaba Awa
Go back there.
Yaba Ya
Go back to the Hakadal.
Hagadal Salaki
Okay.
Yaba Ya Awa Alayak Wakala Hadabar Hakwatana Yashapa Tawa Hum Wahakwa La Ma'ai Layan Ma'ai Layak Wanasha Awa Athk Ath
Athak. That's what that word is, right? 423. Athak.
Athak verse 23 Ath Habad Hadabar Hazaha Ta'ai Shaha Wataza Wak
Yes.
Alahayim Wayaka Lath Ahmad. Wagam. Call. Ha'aim. Hazaha. Al. Makwa. Mawa. Yaba. Bashalah. Bashalawam. Verse 24.
That's the last one.
Go through verse 24.
Yeah, read 24.
Okay. Verse 24. Wayasham. Wayashamai. Mashaha. Lakwa. Wala. Kathanawa. Wa'ai. Waya'ai. Waya'asha.
You want to say Wayaish.
Waya'aish. Call. Ashar. Amar.
That's it.
Most High Christ, clap it up. Now, before we go into the English, let's go back to, before we go into those verses, let's go back to 16, right? Read 16 again.
Yeah, verse 16. Khan said, Exodus 18 and 16. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of the Most High and His laws.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Khan, sir.
Go ahead, read on.
Verse 17. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
What is he talking about? What is Jethro talking about? What is he saying is not good? Is he talking about the fact that Moses is helping and fixing matters amongst Israel? Or is he talking about something else? What is he talking about? Anybody know? Anybody want to guess what he's talking about? Because obviously it's not a bad thing if Moses is out there, straightening out matters, and judging situations based on the law of the Most High. There's nothing wrong with that, right. Especially him being the leader of Israel. But what specifically is Jethro referring to, that he's saying is not good?
If I could say, sir. Was he referring to that you're gonna wear yourself out because of that you doing this all the time?
That's it. That's exactly it. We're gonna go into the chapter and it's gonna explain it, but that's exactly it. Give him a hand.
Okay.
Because Moses was doing this by himself, man.
Come.
And there's thousands of Israelites out there. He's judging every matter. Oh, I'm good. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll take a water. I'll take a bottle of water. No, you got it. You good. You just bring this water. So and that's what he's saying. So what you're getting ready to see now is Jethro giving Moses something called what? Wise counsel. He's just going to tell Moses exactly how he should deal with the situation. The water. Right? How to deal with the situation, right? In a way that is a little bit easier. Now, one thing you'll understand. We're going to read this. One thing you understand: the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. It could be a good thing to go get you a job, right? This is just a pure example. But if you go get counsel, you might find out that there's a better way of doing it.
Right.
Okay.
You might find out that there's a better choice out there. Okay. You might find out that the one you're trying to choose may not be a good idea. Okay. And that's all this is. There's nothing wrong with Moses doing. It's just how he's going about it. It's going to wear him out. It's going to cause him stress. You know what I'm saying? And stress does what? Causes heart attacks. Go ahead.
So like I said, I made in the comments, young man Quan, he was referring to the question you asked. He said the counseling.
Young man who now?
Young man Marcus.
Marcus.
Young man Marcus.
Come, most like I was like Quan is over here. I was like, he typing in his comments on the computer, man. Come. He was just giving some wise counsel, man. He giving some wise advice, right? And that's what you're gonna get when you come into Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. You're gonna get advice. You're gonna call. You're gonna say, well, what should I do about this? Should I do it this way? Should I do? Or sometimes in situations, a brother just gonna come and be like, why are you doing it that way? How about try it this way? Do it this way. And that's what Jethro was doing with Moses. He was saying, listen, don't wear yourself out, man. You're going to go nuts trying to do handle every single last matter. Let's create a system, a system that would work. And he's getting ready to get into it now. So let's go ahead and read.
Got a concept. And verse 18, thou shalt surely wear away, thou shalt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee.
Mm-hmm.
For this thing is too heavy for thee.
It's heavy, man. You got to know when you taking on a heavy burden and when you need to, deal with the situation in a wiser way that it won't end up killing you, man.
Right.
Commander General Yana has men who are capable of leading in other places. You understand? Because just imagine if General Yohana had to counsel every single last brother and sister on his own.
Oh wow.
He was given. So Commander General Yohana has men under him that he has trained and raised up to be counselors, which is exactly what Moses is going to do. Go ahead.
Don't concept like this ain't 20 or 30 people. They made 1 million people came out of there.
Exactly. These is like thousands, hundreds, thousands of people. Go ahead.
You sitting there all day trying all that.
Common concept.
It'll wear you out, man. Especially with the matters that we have amongst Israel. It's something every day. It's not like it's going to be one thing and then and nothing else for another few weeks or something. This is something that's going to be continuously. So he's going to have it set up to where things can get dealt with and it won't wear him out. Go ahead.
For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
Right.
Verse 19, hearken now unto my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I will give thee counsel.
There you go. He's going to give him wise counsel on the situation. Go ahead.
And the Most High shall be with thee.
Mm-hmm.
Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto the Most High.
There you go. Read on.
Verse 20, and thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Verse 21. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men.
Able men. Go ahead and read it again.
Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men.
Mm-hmm. Was that the end of that?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Able men such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s.
There goes some rank right there in the scriptures right there. Right? There go rank right there in the scriptures, man. He had to get men to appoint over these people, man. And this is what you better understand if you are an officer in Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. There's going to come a time that you're going to have to counsel, you're going to have to give advice, or you're going to have to judge situations amongst your people, man. There's going to be a lot of them. That burden is coming. We're coming soon to an end of the end of this place, man.
Right.
And Commander General Yohana used to make this very clear. There's gonna be time where people are gonna flood these schools.
Right.
They're gonna run up out of them Christian churches and straight up in here, man. Because they're gonna see that it was true that we do the work of the Lord and the Lord is with us. You brothers better get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But in this scripture, Jethro is telling them, he's like, set it up to where you got men that are over men, thousands of men and 500 men and 100 men and tens, set it up to where these men can get taken care of. It lightens the load, it spreads out the burden, man. That way you won't wear yourself out doing it. Go ahead, you was about to say something?
No.
Oh, you can keep reading, go ahead.
Verse 22. And let them judge the people of all seasons.
And let them judge the people of all seasons. Keep reading.
And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee. But every great matter they shall bring unto thee. But every small matter they shall judge.
What does that mean, great matter? Every great matter, every difficult matter. Right? Go ahead.
Just take it. In other words, the people of 50s, they're going to do all of the smaller matters, and the great matters of higher council will come before.
This is exactly
how the same as we're set up.
It's exactly how we set up.
Right.
When I say we're set up just like the Bible is set up, we're set up just like that. The ISUPK is the home of the truth, man.
Damn right.
This is the only group that follows the book to the T, the Bible to the T, man. We do exactly what our forefathers do. There are matters that we can handle on the camp level.
Right.
And then there are matters that we got to take up to Commander General Yana or General Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, right? It's how it works. That's called order.
Right.
You understand? And that's how we keep this place decent and in order.
That's
We don't overstep our boundaries. We follow the protocols that are set up because the protocols are set up based on what our forefathers has taught us, man.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Uh,
Oh, you didn't want it?
no, sir. So shall it be easier for thyself.
So that it'd be easy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be out there, you know, stressing out, growing gray hairs, about to have a heart attack, trying to do, you know, deal with everybody. So you can have sort of a life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
And they shall bear the burden with thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. If thou shalt do this thing, and the Most High command thee to do so, then thou shalt be able to endure.
You'll be able to endure, man. This is because this is a strain on you to do it by yourself, but to do it this way will make things so much easier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just wise counsel right there, man. You know, you got to give it up for Jethro for giving him that, giving him that counsel, man, because, you know, it's that counsel and many other counsels, you know, that we get in the school, you know, that helps us to be able to deal with things a lot easier and not want to, you know, go out there and blow our brains out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So some stability. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Then shalt thou be able to endure, and all this people shall also go to their place in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24. So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he said.
Because that counsel was good counsel. It wasn't like he was telling him to do something stupid.
Right.
He was telling him something that would help him out. You know, don't take on this burden all by yourself. Appoint some men that, you know, some men that love the law, some men that are against evil. Appoint them to be over, you know, over the people. You know what I'm saying? And have them to deal with all the small matters, and any difficult matter, bring it to you, and that's how it was dealt with. Right? Any more?
You want to go back to Hebrew? We got to read 7 more.
I think Officer Sharp has something to say.
Oh, Salaki, I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Salaki.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause that's heavy what you're saying right there. Cause we like you said, we're doing it right now in the school. Just say you got one brother in the SC or whatever camp that's holding class 5 days out the week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for us to get brothers that want to do their days, the best troopers, you understand, that want to show diligence to become an officer so they can lessen up the burden on most brothers that's, you know what I'm saying, on certain tasks. And so they won't drive themselves crazy. And
That's exactly, yeah, it's exactly right. You can apply that to many things. Like we all come together. Mardaki, you know, is very, very on it when it comes to making sure everybody is making their, payments towards keeping the building funds right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the more people who are able to put it into the pot, then it spreads that burden thin. That means that it won't be so much of a burden on one or few people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. It's just good, wise counsel. It's just how, of course, it takes brotherhood to do it.
That's right.
Because of course, if Moses didn't have loyal followers or people who were ready to go out there and battle situations like that with him, then he would have no choice but to do it on his own, man.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh, what was you about to say?
Oh, not select, sir. Tomorrow.
Okay. Go ahead. Cause was there any more on that, or is that?
You want to go back to Hebrew, sir? Or?
Let's see. How many more in that chapter?
Just 3 more.
If it's 3 more, let's just go ahead and read those 3 too.
Common concept.
Knock it out. Then we'll go back to the.
Common concept. Verse 25. And Moses chose able men out of all of Israel, and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, rulers of 10s. And they judged the people at all seasons. The hard causes they brought unto Moses, but every small matter they judged themselves.
There you go. Read on.
Verse 27. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land.
And that's that, man. That's where that structure comes from. That's why why we do what we do in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, because it's wisdom. It makes a lot of sense. It works for us. It's part of our protocols. Every small matter is dealt with on a camp level. Any major matter or difficult matter is always brought up through the ranks up to the to Commander General Yohanan General Muhammad, and that's how it's dealt with. All right, so that's that on that. Now we'll go back to the Hebrew.
You wanna keep the same person?
Yeah, Salaki, mind you, I gotta get back into the motion. All right, Shar, come on up. Huh? Oh yeah, Salaki. All right.
Sharbaya Howard Bunny Australia.
Shabbat Yahweh Yasharah.
Yahweh Shem Shabraka Thumb.
Yahweh Shishrakatah. Going into chapter 19. Yeshab.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 1. Bakadash. Hashala Yashash. Latazab Ata. Benaiah. Yashra Allah. Ma'a Ratazah. Matazarium. Bayawam. Hazaha. Ba'awa. Madab Bara. Sayanaya. Verse 2. Waya Sa'awa. Mora Payadayam. Waya Ba'awa. Mada Bara. Sayanaya. Waya Khanawa. Bama Debor. Waya Khana. Sham. Yashra Allah. Nagada. Nagad. It's like
You won't say that God.
Nagad. Hahara. Verse 3. Wama. Wamash. Allah. Al. Ha'a. Lahayam. Waya. Kora'ah. Allah. Salaki. Allah Yahweh. Yahweh. Mana. Hahara. La'amara. Kaha. Ta'amara. Laba Yata. Yatza Koba. Wata Gayada. Laba Naya. Yashra Al. 4, verse 4. Atam. Ra'a. Yatam. Ashor. Aisha. Ashaya Taya. Lamataza Rayam. Wa'a Sha'a. Ata Atakam. Al. Kana Paya. Nasha Rayam. Wa'a by Salaki. Wa'a ba'a. Ata Salaki. Ata Atakam. Alaya. Verse 5. Wa'aita. Amma. Shema Wa'ai. Tasha Ma'awa. Bakwa Laya. Washa Maratam. Ata. It's like Ath. Bara Yataya. Waha Yatam. Laya. Sagalaha. Macau. It's like Ha'ai Mayam. Kaya. Laya. Ko. Ha'a Rataza. Verse 6. Ya'ai Yaitam. Tahai Yawa. Laya. Mamala Kata. It's like, let me do it again. Mamala Kath.
Kaha Nayam, Waga Waya, Kwadawash, Salaki, Allah, Hada Barayam, Ashor, Tada Bara, Al, Benaiah, Yashra Allah. Verse 7. Wayaba'a, Masha, Waya Kora'a, Laza Koanaya, Ha'am, Wayasham, Lapa Naya Ham, Ata, Wa'ath, Ka, Hada Barayam, Ha'ai La Salakia, Ha'ai La Ha, Ashor, Taza Wahawa, Yahweh.
All right, man. Make sure y'all clap it up for these brothers reading this Hebrew, man. This is a difficult task learning the Hebrew. It is not easy. That's like learning a whole nother language, man.
That's right.
But it is learning a whole nother language. Shalaki. You
19.
know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. Exodus 19.
Mm-hmm.
In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt.
All right, so these are 3 months out of them being out of the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
The same day came they unto the wilderness of Sinai.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. For they were departed from Rephidim
Mm-hmm.
and were come to the desert of Sinai
Mm-hmm.
and had pitched in the wilderness. And there Israel camped before the mount. Verse 3. And Moses went up unto Yahweh, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. Verse 4. Ye shall have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagles' wings, and brought you unto myself.
The Most High is saying, you've witnessed, you've seen how I brought you up out of that place swiftly, man.
Right.
I delivered you from them Egyptians. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine.
Y'all heard that before, right? Right. That scripture is all over the damn Bible, man.
Right.
Because you black Hispanics, these Christians, and these, especially these Edomites, they don't believe it.
Right.
They cannot believe a nigga being over anybody.
Count God, sir.
And God said it multiple times to these Israelites, to these Negroes,
Right.
these Hispanics and Native Indians,
That's
First
right.
Nation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He said it many times. He said, you'll be a peculiar and I'll put you above all nations, man.
Count God, sir.
All we got to do is follow the law, statutes, and commandments,
That's
man.
it, sir.
Right.
All you got to do is
God.
put the weed smoke down, stop smoking weed.
Damn
Get
right.
high all the damn time.
That's
it
right.
ain't doing nothing for you right now anyway.
Right.
You can't get a job. You understand? You can't think straight. You know what I'm saying? You're in and out of relationships. You being a hoe. You being a slut. Just put it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And watch how the Lord blesses you. If you really want your life to change, you're not going to get it listening to some prosperity preaching, disgusting bastard inside of a Christian church, man.
Right.
You're going to have to come inside of the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge and learn how to stop being a homosexual.
That's right.
That's
learn
right.
how to stop smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Stop having sex with whores and prostitutes and stuff, man.
Right.
Stop prostituting yourself. You understand?
Count, sir, if I could.
Go ahead, Doc.
That's why you see Sabbath DeMills as white Edomite want to make movies about Moses being white. They
Yeah.
want to make themselves be what this is saying.
Yeah.
But this doesn't apply to them.
Right.
There ain't no sense to them applying. This don't apply to blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and they know that. They know they're not a peculiar people.
Damn right.
And they want what we got. That's what this says. We're gonna be a peculiar treasure, and they want that. They make movies all the time, trying to make Edom be white. I mean, trying to make the Edomite whites be Moses.
It's not even the best kept secret no more, man.
Oh, God.
It's out. Like everybody, you see white people making videos and admitting it. it's something they've always known anyway. It's just
Okay.
because now it's out, everybody knows what's going on. Go ahead, Doc.
Con. And it just, like just reminds me about, how we say in the school and in the truth and Isupk under Command General Hunter, that Bible is a black man's constitution.
Right. Right.
Like it takes me back to what is it? Psalm 58. You know what I'm saying? When it talks about it's on the tip of my tongue. We said in the prayers, Shalaya. It's on the tip of my tongue, Shalaya. They are consulted together.
With
you
one
understand?
consent,
With
right.
one consent.
Mhm.
You understand that they are confederate
Confederate
against
against
us.
thee, damn right.
You understand? And they don't want Israel to know exactly who they are.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? But of course, once you dig deeper into that Bible, you understand. Once you understand that it's line upon line, precept upon precept, you understand and you get behind that spirit. You understand of the Bible, then you will understand exactly why they have their confederacy. You understand?
That's
why
right.
we have our confederacy.
Right.
According to that Bible, should like it. Say.
Man, Shalaki, give him a hand.
I think he was saying Psalms 83, right?
Psalms 83.
Psalms 83.
Give him a hand, man. And man, let me tell you something. I read scriptures like this, and just even right now when I read that scripture where the Most High was telling Israel, because this ain't the first time he told us this. We are hard-headed people, man.
Right.
Hard-headed as hell. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, every time I see it, I'm like, damn, what went wrong? And then you read later on in the chapter, we went right back into our, into filthy, like, just ridiculous, man. I'm like, how could you not want power and rulership over the earth, man?
I don't get it, sir.
I guess we had to be up under this filthy bastard they call the white man in order for us to realize that we don't want nothing like him ruling over us. You know what I'm saying? I guess we had to go through all of the hell that we go through now to realize we don't want to go through that kind of hell, man.
All right, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like I said, from me, one thing I always think about is like, with the Most High, is either we gonna be at the top or we gonna be all the way in the bottom. We ain't gonna be on half.
That is the damn truth. Like, it ain't about to be half. You want either be at the very top or at the very bottom. I like that one. Damn right. That is for sure with the Most High. The Most High is very just in how he deals with the situation, and that's that, man.
Right.
And he's loving and merciful.
Right.
Because, brother, we are not supposed to exist, man.
Right.
We're supposed to be destroyed off the face of this earth for all the wickedness we participated in.
Right.
But he never kills us off, man.
Right.
He never allows us to be killed off of this earth. You know what I'm saying? There's always a remnant of us, and we always come back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With his mercy, man. But now he set it up to where we have the understanding.
That's right.
We have it, man. And,
That's
and,
right.
and give a hand clap to Christ, man. Yahweh doing something that none of us could have done, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Read on.
Come. Verse 6, 19 and 6 of Exodus. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. Right, that scripture right there is a cut on them old Old Testament Israelites that's saying, "Oh, there ain't no more priests. There ain't no more priests." You understand? We are gonna be a kingdom of priests. We are a kingdom of priests right here in Isupk.
That's right.
But when this earth is judged and Christ established His kingdom right here on this earth, it's gonna be a nation of priests, man.
Right.
We are going to be that nation of priests, right?
Right.
And we're going to judge every matter, and we're going to have complete rulership and righteousness on this earth. We're not going to be filthy like the white man going and conquering and raping and robbing people and eating all kinds of abominations and and worshiping all kinds of false idols. We're going to live in total righteousness on this earth, and everybody's going to obey God, man.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Read on.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests,
Mhm.
and a holy nation.
In a holy nation, right? Holy meaning separate, right? Read on.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
This is what he told them to speak unto them, man. Of course, this ain't the first time Israel has heard this.
Oh, God.
Israel is hard-headed. It's like having that hard-headed child. Like, didn't I tell you to stop doing that?
Right. No, God, sir.
No sweat. You're going to learn the hard way now. Take them all the way to the bottom now.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people
Mm-hmm.
and laid their faces all these words which the Lord commanded
And he went,
him.
and he went and he told all of them and explained what the Lord said to him, man.
Right.
You understand? Give it up for the Most High, man.
Right.
God, our merciful Father, man. Even in this hell, we're seeing what it's like to not obey our fathers today, man. All this murdering. You know what I'm saying? I just recently that rapper out there in Atlanta, man. What was his name? Trouble?
Trouble, come.
Yeah, just got killed behind an adulterous broad, man.
Man.
And he was being adulterous himself, and some man came in there and slaying him. I think beat both of them up, but ended up slaying him.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it was over him being in the bed with a woman that just broke up with the man only for a week. They only been broke up for a week. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc.
Con, sir.
Wow.
And this remind me of, stories upon stories that I be hearing after my slavery.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I'm just gonna give it one instance. You understand? And Barakatah Yahweh for you. Fucking Manjan and Hana and all the generals. You understand? And all the captains, and all every man that's above me. You understand? On and storing me in the discipline. You understand? Because it was a sister at our slavery. Man, of course, you understand the sister was, married. I'm talking about, if the sister wasn't married, you understand, I would have, definitely put it in my bid, you understand, to court the sister.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But, the sister, you understand, had a husband, you understand, working, doing the right thing, you understand, for his family. And, the sister tried to come at me, you understand? And, as far as, try to, window me in to try to, come to her house to have sex with her. I'm like, what, sis, you understand? That's not, that's not righteous. You understand? That's not the right thing to do. You understand? You have a man, you understand? He, he's doing the right thing, you understand? You do the right thing, you understand, by, coming to work and providing for your family.
That's right.
So, of course, she wasn't able to get a priest. So what she does, she go out and get a Jake. You understand? And Jake, you understand, sorting his ways in, you understand, and the sister had thought that her husband was going to be coming home late that day. You understand? Lord behold, he was on time.
Oh,
you
boy.
understand? And as the brother, you understand, as he's and this is how it was described to me. Of course, you understand, I don't know if this is an exact, you understand, true story, but this is how it was, described to me by several people, you understand, at my slavery. So they saying, the brother, he's trying to jump out the window, but of course, her husband pretty much catches him out the window and drags him out, and I'm talking about beat him to a pulp. I'm talking about to the point where the brother almost died. You understand? The brother had to take 2 weeks off his slavery. You understand? All over some wicked female. Man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Mark, if I don't mind, cause y'all, it happened. I'm gonna tell you why it happened. I'm gonna tell you how I know it happened, because that is exactly what happens. It happens like you. This is nothing surprising. That's because that happens.
Right.
That's exactly what just happened to the brother that got, except that he got shot.
Right.
And Most High, give him a hand. Most High Christ, that it wasn't you. Because of your discipline and what you were taught by Commander General Yohana, you didn't go sleep with that whore. Because it could have been you on the other end. It could have been you getting battered up, you know what I'm saying, by some man, and then it would have burdened the school, because then we would have to go out there and have to fix the situation based on you. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want, and you know what I'm saying, and that's, of course, that would be an embarrassing thing. So, you know what I'm saying? So Most High Christ, for your diligence and for you being obedient and disciplined, and every brother should always make sure that you use that as an example.
That's right.
When you go out there and you see these women out there, you need to ask these women, are they married?
Damn right.
And don't just ask them that. Like, get to the bottom of it. Because these bitches, Salakia,
Right.
they'll lie. They'll
That's
lie
right.
in your face. Go ahead, Al.
And I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, in the words of Captain Zaria, you know what I'm saying, our terminology is, sis, are you married? But sometimes you gotta, take it down low, like, sis, are you having sex with this man?
There you go.
You understand? Like, are you, are y'all, talking, courting, whatever the case may be? You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, like, you know how to move different, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
once you understand it.
Right.
Of course, if the sister is not, you know what I'm saying, having sex with anybody, and I forgot who it was, Captain Zaryak had said that, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta know if a sister is truly having sex with someone, or if a sister is truly just talking to someone, you know what I'm saying, then you will know how to move, because, man, it's it's like life and death pretty much. You understand? Like you gonna put yourself in a horrible situation, or you gonna put yourself in a in a situation that could be great and righteous.
Yeah.
So like
And some people they miss all the signs, man. And that's when you get caught up. And when you thinking with your penis, man, and you're not thinking with your spirit, with your mind. You know what I'm saying? You mess around, and that's how you get messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even, in my opinion, it's never even enough just to ask a woman if she's married.
Right.
Because in her mind, I ain't got no ring on my finger, I ain't got no paperwork, but she out there throwing that vagina, that kobah on everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead, Salaki.
Salaki, sir. Brother Mark got 2 comments. He said chasing after a woman that does not love you could lead to death. And then the next one is gotta be careful who you lay with. It's a lot of wicked women out here that ain't for the weak.
Damn right. You know how many brothers? I'm gonna get to you in a few seconds. You know how many brothers? You know how many brothers literally die over women in domestic disputes?
Right.
It happens all the time. Brothers shoot each other all the time behind a woman. Their brothers even commit. I was watching a video, and my rib showed me the video. But there was a brother that committed suicide over a woman in front of his son. His son was probably like 4 or 5 years old. Shot himself, killed himself over some female that I guess broke up with him or something. Like, man, brothers do some crazy things over women, and so that's why it's very important, man. You know what I'm saying? Vet these women out when you out there messing with them, talking to these women or whatever. Don't be so eager to jump, into a relationship with them, because it's a lot of women out there that don't want good for you. They just want to have sex. They're gonna move on to the next. You see it happening right now in entertainment with Lori Harvey. All of them down, man. She is like the new superhead. Salaki. Salaki, go ahead. What was your point?
I was gonna say the same thing. A lot of these women, the reason why brothers be dying, but they don't take accountability.
They don't take accountability for it.
Another thing too, like how you said, Laura Harvey, Dricka Gates, she did the same thing to Kevin Gates.
Man, come on, man. Dricka Gates did that? She is in the news, ain't it?
Yeah, she started messing with their personal trainer.
Oh yeah, that is.
You see what I'm saying? So, man, come on, man. Y'all already know what it is. So, that's that is a whole nother topic. We can go. Matter of fact, another class we can go into every scripture about that. What we at?
Verse 8, sir.
Go ahead,
Read some more.
Mm-hmm.
Hebrew or?
Oh no, are we already done with 7 verses? All right, let's go ahead. Madium, come on up, Akash.
Kazamar, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Kazamar, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakatam.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakatah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, these brothers looking simple out here right now. Behind these women, Geshabi, looking absolutely ridiculous. You damn near got me wanting to go in on that. This is Sabbath, sir. It's ridiculous. I mean, this year really is the year of hoes, man. Because you got Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? All of that controversy with her. Then you got Lori Harvey, Dricka Gates. All of these women, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Wow.
They so entitled, and it's only a matter of time, man. That's the whole movement right now. With women is just, I don't know what else to say about it. Go ahead, Doc.
And Shalaki, Hot Girl Summer is right around the corner.
Man, see, last time the Lord canceled that with that so let them go out there with that shit this time. They already got the monkeypox out there. You gonna Hot Girl Summer and find out you got monkeypox. All right. The monkey gonna have the pox.
And they got, like studies saying that that monkeypox is, triggering, those homosexuals. You understand? So of course that's a whole
triggering them meaning like turning them into
like the way that it's transmitted is
it's through homosexuality.
Damn.
You understand? And it just it always pictures and it always reminds me of the time how this LGBTQ plus community all started. I'm not familiar, I'm not certain if everybody remember, but back I want to say it was about probably 6-7 years ago back in back in Orlando. You know what I'm saying, when that gay club got shot up.
Mm.
And then they came up with all the rights. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
yep.
And then they came up with, oh man, you know, let's have a quote unquote Pride Day. And now what? They got a whole month now. I mean, good night. I mean, like, we gotta see, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, we gotta backtrack and, you know, like, take all the, you know, take all the feelings out of it and see that this is biblical prophecy happening right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We are truly living in the last days, and Commander Jimmy Hunter been saying this years ago. You understand that we are truly living in the last days, and we got to see how everything is being lined up in place right before our eyes. You understand? It's going to be a point in time, you know what I'm saying, where pedophiles, they're going to be able to walk the earth, you understand, and howl over our young ones. You understand? It's going to be in the time of the day, you understand? Well, shoot, we are living in it now, you understand, where you got these transgenders, they can go in the bathrooms, you understand, with little girls and little boys.
Yeah,
You know, look at the Pope. Come on now, like all those stories, you know what I'm saying, that we hear about the Pope, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, way back when, and now it's truly coming into light. It was a movie that came out about a couple years ago. They had to take it down, you know what I'm saying, because it was just bringing out too much history of what truly happens in that Roman Catholic Church. But guess what? When you look at that point, you're like, man, good night. The Roman Catholic Church, and now what's happening? It's spreading all throughout the black community, man. You understand? It's spreading all throughout the black homes and these black communities and black households to the point where it's like, dang, like, it's like you see that cycle happening over and over and over again. It's like that residual cycle of confusion, that residual cycle of homosexuality, lesbianism, and you know, like the LGBTQ plus A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is they just taking over the whole world, and we have to realize that, man. Even though, you understand, like, you know, like me, I get angry, you understand, when I see that, but then again, I gotta understand that that's biblical prophecy, and this is just, you know, we just living in the last days. Like,
He ain't lying, man. Give him a hand. This is the truth. You know, and all of this is the result of just years and like just generations of molestation and rape and agenda and politics, and you know, our people are being attacked psychologically.
Right.
And homosexuality, of course, is to weaken our nation.
Right.
Because you got a men full of homosexuals. They're not soldiers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to. They're not going to have the right mind. Or a nation full of high homosexuals.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, God knows they on every pill and everything that you could think of. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight against our oppressor. You can only get oppressed when you're in that state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fight against your oppressor. And the crazy part about it is we're living in a society where even our oppressor uses all of these drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And we still don't have no upper hand on him because we're worse off than he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Go ahead, Doc. We'll go back to the Hebrew. Oh, you was about to say, go ahead.
If I could, just one thing, common concept, because you hit on something heavy when it talks about the drugs. You understand? Like Joe Biden, I want to say it was about like 7 months ago, where like he was, giving out, free needles, free needles for, people to actually shoot up.
Was that confirmed? That was confirmed?
Common concept, and it was, primarily precedent in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in a suburb area, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it, as, like you take like a big city like, like Charlotte or like, Greenville or like Atlanta or, like even, like Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like you look in the suburbs, it's like, oh, okay, we're going to get them condoms, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do all those great things. But, when you go to the hoods and, like those, what they call them, the one way in, the one way out, they give them needles. You understand?
And that's how you know he's the oppressor, man, because in the way he'll spin it is like, okay, well, if people are going to be heroin addicts and they're going to use heroin, let's give them clean needles. Maybe it'll prevent the disease, the spread of disease. When they really could just take the heroin away. They just take that away. There wouldn't be no need for them to use it, use needles, because there wouldn't be any heroin.
Right.
But what's really happening is they want you to be drugged up. They want you to be high. They want you to kill yourself. It's just part of being under a bastard like Esau who hate our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Exodus 19, verse 8. Waya Anawa Kal Ha'ayim Yakadawa Waya Amarwa
Call. Ashar. The bar. Yahweh. Na'aisha. Waya. Shab. Masha. Ath. The bar ya. Ha'ayin. All. Yahweh. Verse 9. Waya Amar. Yahweh. All. Masha. Hanayat. Hanaha. Hanakaya. Ba'a. Alayak. Ba'ai. Ba. Ha'ai. 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 Nayak.
I na none.
Nanan. Ba'ai. Bawa. Yasha. Ma'ai. Ha'ai. Bada. Barawa. Maraya. I'm Mak. Wagam. Bak. Ya'a. Maya Nawa. La'ai. Walam. Waya. God. Masha. Ath. Daba. Raya. Ha'ain. Al. Yahweh. Verse 10. Waya. Amar. Yahweh. Al. Masha. Lak. Al. Ha'ain. Wakwa. Wakwadash. Faith. Wakwadash Thumb. Haya. Hayawam. Wama. Wamakar. Waka. Basawa. Shema. Latham. Verse 11. Waha. Yawa. Naka. Nayam. Laya. Wam. Hashala. Yeshaya. Kaya. Baya. Wam. Hasha. Laya. Shaya. Yarad. Yahweh. La'ai. Naya. Call. Ha'ai. Al. Har. Saya Naya. Verse 12. Waha. Gabalath. Ath.
Go back down, verse 12.
Waha. Gabalath.
There we go.
Ath. Ha'ai. Sabayab. La'amar. Hasha. Marawa. Lakam. Alawath. Bahar. Wanagai. Bakwa. Tiza Hawa. Call. Hana Gai. Bahar. Mawath. Yawa. Yawa Math. Verse 13. La'at. Thagai. Bawa. Yad. Kaya. Sakwa wal. Yasa. Kwala. Yasa. Kwala. Yasa kwal. Awa. Yara. Yaya. Yayara. Baha. Bahama. Ayash. La'a. Yakaha. No, Yaka Salagi. Yakaya. Bama. Bamashak. Haya. Yahabal. Hama. Ya'ai Lawa. Bahar. Verse 14. Waya. Yayarad. Masha. Aman. Hahar. Oh. Ha'ai. Waya. Kodash.
So let's go get it in the English because I can do mine.
On concept. Exodus 19 and 8. In the English, we read
Verse 8.
19 and 8. Right? Okay. Okay, it's locked. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord.
Understand? Read that part again.
And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken we will do.
It says we will do, man. Meaning what, man? You understand? These law, statutes, and commandments are very, very important. You understand? When orders come down, you understand? When whatever the case may be, if it's of the Lord and it's in a right spirit and it's righteous, just do it. You understand? Because when you start questioning the Lord, when you start questioning orders, guess what happens, man? Damnation happens. You understand?
Right.
You understand? Brothers and sisters literally lose their lives off a potential of brother not following order. You understand? Or a person not following. You understand? Because he has something against another brother, man. Right. You understand? This is just truly pivotal. You understand? In the black community, man. You understand? It guys gets to the point where it's like, man, you understand? If an order comes down, you understand? You gotta look like it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at that order as if it's coming from Yahweh Shai Mashiach himself, man. You understand? Because of course, like I said earlier, if it's in that right spirit, you understand? You have to understand, man, that it's literally used to save your life, man. Right. You understand? It's literally used to potentially save someone else's life, man. Just like I'm gonna give it back to Officer outside.
All right, let's get it back to the top.
Okay. And verse 8. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken we will do.
Right, because of course because the Lord told Moses to go and tell them that this is what he wanted to do. And so they told back, they let Moses know that we will do this, right? Read on.
And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord.
And he returned the words unto the people unto the Lord. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like a verbal contract. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. So is this like a covenant right here?
It's like a covenant. It's a verbal contract. It's them letting them know we will obey you. You want us to obey you, we will obey you. And that's that. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and the Lord said unto Moses, lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud.
Lo, I come unto you thick. Go ahead, out.
And like I was just gonna say, you know what I'm saying, like that scripture, it's just so crazy, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say crazy, but like it just shows you once again how the Isupk lines up with these scriptures. Because think about it, you know what I'm saying? When you do your 90 days, what happens? You get your Hebrew name, then what happens? You get the oil poured on you, and guess what? You're making an oath unto who? Unto the Most High to do what? Do exactly what he says according to this Bible in the most righteous way possible, man.
Right,
so like,
I'm right. Give him a hand. So now, when the scripture, read that from the top again.
And the Lord said unto Moses, lo, I come to thee in a thick cloud.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm talking about the verse.
And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord has spoken we will do.
This is us agreeing to that covenant, man. The word covenant is another word for contract, right? You're giving the Lord your verbal consent that for this I'll do this.
Oh, God, sir.
Right? The Lord is giving you his protection. He's going to make you, the rulers over the earth, give you all possessions and everything, and make you, give you rulership over the earth. But in return, you must obey him.
Oh, God, sir.
In return, you do as he says. Right? Otherwise, what happens? You breach the contract. What happens? Like a car say, you put down low. You're going low. It's either high or low with the Most High, right?
Oh, God,
You
sir.
understand? So that's that. Go ahead.
If I could make
Mm-hmm.
sense, the Lord could have destroyed us after we didn't do that, but He chose to carry it out further by giving us mercy. He could have destroyed us because this is a covenant that we made.
Yeah, he's destroyed many kingdoms, man. He's destroyed the Egyptians. I mean, look at where's the Egyptians today? It's Arabs all in that land. There's the Egyptians are in small tribes somewhere running around, jumping around, butt naked somewhere in a small jungle somewhere, or some small wherever Sahara or wherever the hell they are right now.
God.
It's not a lot of them. The
Oh,
original
God.
Egyptians, they're very small. But inside of Egypt right now, there's a bunch of Arabs that took over the whole entire damn nation. The Lord utterly destroyed the Egyptians, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Esau is going to be. Esau is going to be, except that he's going to be extinct for good. You're not going to. The next time you see Esau, he's going to be at a museum. He's going to be a statue, a stuffed statue or something, in a museum somewhere. Go ahead.
Oh, God, sir. And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak unto thee.
Because the Lord has this thing about wanting you to, because He knows how hard headed we are, man.
Right.
We like Israel got to see. We are a generation that has to see in order to believe. Because that's how hard headed. Oh yeah, you telling me about God, but where is God at? Where was Jesus at when I really needed him? Oh, well, where I ain't seen this invisible God. You know how black people talk.
Right.
They don't believe in God because they got to see him. So the Most High, there was times where the Most High did miracles, showed you things. You know what I'm saying? Even Christ, it annoyed Christ, man. It angered Christ because he had to always perform miracles just for them to believe that he was that God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous. And no matter what he showed them, it was just like he still had to prove stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the Most High coming out in the thick cloud and and having to say what he had to say in front of Israel was just another way of like, okay, surely there shouldn't be no issue with them knowing that I'm real
Right.
because I'm here talking. Here it is. Boom. There you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Lo, I come to thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear thee when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. Verse 10, and the Lord said unto Moses, Go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. Verse 11, and be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. Verse 12, and thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves, that ye go not up into the mountain, or touch the border of it.
Right, because this is a holy situation. Right. You can't touch it. He's putting limits around that mountain, and it's going to tell you what's going to happen to you if you touch that mountain to come up on the edge of that mountain. Go ahead.
Or touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death.
Put to death, man. Go ahead.
Verse 13, there shall not an hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through.
Damn. You be stoned or shot through. Go ahead. Was you about to, you had your hand?
Hola,
Oh,
sir.
okay, go ahead.
Whether it be beast or man.
Beast or man, right? Keep going. That's how holy this mountain is going to be when the Lord comes down on it.
Wow.
You can't even touch it.
Right.
You can't touch it unless you're given your authorized to touch it. You can't touch it. That's just like how the Ark of the Covenant was. Ark of the Covenant, you had to be a Levitical priest to be able to deal with that. If you looked inside of that thing, you got killed. What was the brother name that I can't even think of his name? You remember the Judite brother that looked inside of it and the Lord smote him, killed him, put him to death.
And that, if I may
Go
say,
ahead.
there was one brother that was getting ready to fall, and he tried to shore it up.
Yeah, I think that was it.
And the Lord
The
electrocuted.
Lord killed him.
Took him
I
out
think
of
that
here.
was the brother. I think that was the
He
situation.
tried to shore it up, and the Lord killed him. People looking, why did he do that? Because of what you just said, Adawan.
Right. Go ahead.
It shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long,
Mm-hmm.
they shall come up to the mount.
Then they'll be able to come up to the mount once that ram's horn is blown. Right? Read on. Is it-
Verse.
Go ahead.
Is it?
I
Yeah,
think
verse,
that was it.
one more, verse 14.
Okay, go ahead.
And Moses went down from the mount unto the people, and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes.
All right.
I'm gonna keep reading, sir.
Let me see. No, we're gonna stop right there. We'll pick back up on it next week.
Okay, so
What time we got?
we got 11:43, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start the prayers of Mahim. All right, we're gonna conclude the Sabbath service. Go ahead and blow the horn.
No.
All right, men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. Go ahead, grab the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshai Brak Yah.
It don't matter. You can go ahead. We're gonna put you. There you go.
Yeah, how about Shem Yahshua Brakiyah? Yeah, how about Shem Yahshua Brakiyah?
I'm gonna show you how to go ahead. Show them how to do it. Exactly how to do it.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brak Yah.
All right. When we get done with class, I'm gonna show y'all how to do it.
Y'all about Shem Yahshua Brakiyah.
All right. All right. So, Lucky, I feel like I'm gonna skip a step. It's all right. We'll straighten it out.
Sir.
All right. Sar, turn to the east. We're gonna read it in Hebrew and then English.
The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa,
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Alakwaka, Raba'ah, Batazaga, Ayah, Aisha, Ma'arataza, Nawa, Ayah, Mashamayim, Lathalanawa, Lakam, Koyawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawakanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawawakanawa, Wala'ah, Raba'ayanawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawshayanawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Taparaf, Alyanyam, Aman.
Aman. This is what he said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
I cook the power. Yahweh, Bashumi Haushai, Babu Hushai, Nathana Nawa, I cock, Lara Pa'a, Kal Malaka, Wakal Marawa, I cock, Latahar, Amatazorium, I cock, La Hakwium, Amatium, I cock, Harakawaf, Amatala, La Garisham, Bashumi Haushai, the water, Aman.
Aman. This is what we said in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
please give us the power,
Please give us the power.
the power to heal,
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness,
All manner of sickness.
and all manner of disease,
All manner of disease.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse the lepers.
the power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
the power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean
to cast
spirits.
them out,
To cast them
in
out.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Barak Yanawa, Washarala, Wayabayaf, Saraparim, Barak, Rapa'ad, Hagan, Bashim Yahushai, the water, Aman.
All right. This is what we said. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
bless us,
Bless us.
and Israel,
And Israel.
and the school,
And the school.
bless, heal, shield, and protect,
Bless, heal, shield, and
all of
protect.
Israel,
All of
in the
Israel.
name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you,
Thank
so
you.
be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Awariam, Ayan, Yaba'ah, Azoria, Azoria Ma'aim, Yahawa, Asha, Ashimwam, Arataza, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Magalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shamark, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayai, Yamyanka, Yamamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wakarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Shamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaatka, Wabawatka, Wa'ata, Wa'aid, Awalam.
All right, this is what the brother said in the English. I will lift up mine eyes,
I will lift up mine
to
eyes
the hills,
to the hills.
from whence cometh my help.
Whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
help cometh from
which
Yahweh.
made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that suffereth thy foot to be
He that
moved.
keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee shall not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
He that keepeth Israel shall not slumber nor
Yahweh
sleep.
is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day.
the moon by night.
Nor the moon by
night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
and thy coming in
And thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth.
and even forevermore.
Forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim, Adamiyab, Laka, Abdakarash, Royal, Dashikwat,
Shabbat.
Kayahana, Awabadyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Almaka, Yamrawa, Sawada, Wayata, Yatazawa, Atazawanyaka, Amrawa, Lakakwa, Wanakakadam, Magaya, Wala, Yakaza, Sham, Yasharala, Awada, Kaya, Natazawa, Naba, Yakadwa, Al-Yaka, Barayaf, Yakarawa, Alahaya, Arwam, Washamai, Alahayam, Mawaba, Wagariam, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Walashat, Am Yashabika, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lewat, Selah, Asha, Laham, Kamarian, Kasaya, Sarai, Kabarian, Banakal, Kakwashwan, Nashamadwa, Ayan, Daraa, Ayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'arab, Wakazabah, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'a, Kanasakawa, Ashar, Amawa, Nashara Shah, Lanawa, Af, Naawaf, Alahayam, Alahayab, Shayatamwa, Kagalya Galya, Kagwash, Lapanya, Raka'ah, Kayash, Kaba Arya Ara, Wala Kaba, Dalahat, Hawariam, Khan, Dharadakma, Wasa Araka, Wasaba, Wapatka, Bamahalam, Mala'a, Anyaham, Walawan, Waya, Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahaya, Ayai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abarwa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Afta, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayad, Al-Kal, Al-Ratazah.
Right? This is what he said in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
lift up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden
They have said,
Have said,
Come,
Come.
and let us cut them off
Let us cut them off.
from being a nation.
being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
The name of Israel
may be no more,
may be no more
in remembrance.
in remembrance.
For they have consulted,
consulted
together,
together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They're
thee.
confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the Israelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabez, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram, and like Zaeb. Yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel,
Make them like a
as
wheel.
they stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth they wood,
wood.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
Flame set the mountains
fire.
on
So
fire.
persecute them with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid,
and make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill thy faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name,
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded,
Let them be confounded.
and trouble forever,
And trouble forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame,
Let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish.
that men may know,
That men may know
that thou, whose name alone, is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high,
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
All right, Sar. All right, you can set that down. Before we close out, is there anybody that wants to get anointed? If you want to get anointed, step up here and make a line. Or just step on up. Where's the North Shower?
The anointing.
Yeah, where's that at?
It's in that book.
In this book? Okay, yeah, get that out for me if you could, Baba Kasha. That's it right there. Thank you. Watch. All right, just pull it back. There you go. It's gonna drip down a little bit. All right, just the men right here. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Wayashamarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh. Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Pagun.
Magun.
Zamara.
Zamara.
Zamara. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen.
This is what we said in English. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up her countenance upon thee and give her peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right. Most High in Christ. So, all right, man, behind the podium, repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Wayashamarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyakah.
Aliyakah.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Pagun.
Magun.
Yeah, man, go on.
Young man Quan.
Young man Quan.
Young man Quan.
Young man Quan.
Young man Quan. By Hashem Yahshua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
Again, this is what we said in the English. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right. Is that it? Anybody else? All right. All right. One courtesy salute to the men of Israel. You coming up for it? Okay. One courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Madiam Shabbat. Madiam Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. All right. So I turn to the sisters. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to salute the sister. Madiam Shabbat. Madiam Barak. Yahweh Shemal Hashem Yahshua. All right. All right. Dismissed.